Do you trust someone who knocks on your door and announces pizza at the door? Will we lose our defensive instincts with the wave of apps? In 2024, there has been a particular increase in incidents where criminals pretend to be delivery people to break into homes. Today, you will learn the real story of Mariana and understand why the intercom can be your only line of defense. If you are not yet subscribed, click subscribe and activate the bell. Like and share this video with those who use delivery services frequently. Mariana is 24 years old and lives alone in an apartment in a quiet neighborhood. That Friday, work started early and she ordered pizza through the app. At 10:15 p.m., the intercom rang for a long time. On the speakerphone, a barely audible voice said, "Pizza at the door." She hesitated. Normally, the delivery person only rings briefly and announces the name of the app. Even so, she opened the electronic eye of the camera. She saw a thin young man, without a uniform or badge, holding the box. The hallway was lit by a yellowish lamp that cast shadows in the corners. She turned the latch and opened the door a little, keeping her body behind it. "Good evening," she rehearsed. "Everything okay?" "Just the pizza," he replied without smiling. His voice was monotonous, without a trace of cordiality. He took a step forward until he was less than a meter away from her. His gaze was fixed, calculating, as if he were silently sizing me up. A metallic noise came from his coat pocket. His chest heaved. "Can I just come in to deliver it?" he insisted. "No," she answered firmly. "You can go." He wasn't late. He leaned his shoulder against the door and touched the wood, making it vibrate. "Do you live alone? I'm worried about your safety." When he said that, her instincts seemed to kick in. Mariana backed up until she was leaning against the wall of the apartment. The internal doorbell rang again. The sound seemed distant, mixed with the hum of the refrigerator and the faint wind blowing through the hallway window. "Please leave me alone," she whispered, reaching for the doorknob. It was then that she chose a click from outside. The door closed by itself and was locked. The young man pressed her shoulder calmly enough to prevent any movement from inside. The silence was heavy. At that moment, Mariana saw a side window at the end of the hallway. She remembered the neighbor who lived one floor below. "I need help," she said as loudly as she could. The door did not give way. The young man let out a sigh and followed her with slow steps, disappearing into the darkness of the building's entrance. She ran to the window, unlocked the lock, opened the glass, and turned her body outside. The cold wind cut her arm. She jumped and fell to her knees in the wet grass. Without looking back, she ran to her neighbor's apartment and knocked frantically. "What happened?" I asked my neighbor when she opened the gate. He pretended to be a delivery man. I almost got arrested inside the house. Inside the safe apartment, she picked up her cell phone and called 911. "I need a patrol car. There was an attempted break-in." As she waited, the empty hallway showed only the footprints of flip-flops and the pizza box left on the floor. When the police arrived, they analyzed the footprints and recorded everything in the police report. The pizza box was collected as evidence. The next day, Mariana reviewed every moment of that night. In the app's history, there were no pending deliveries other than the official one, which arrived minutes later. The log only showed the accredited delivery man, and there were no orders for pizza at the door. She reinforced the locks, installed an opening limiter, and put a sign on the intercom. "Identify yourself and inform the platform." Every click of the lock now echoes her memory of that awkward look. How many times have we ignored our instincts in the name of haste or convenience? Everyday terror resides in the most mundane gestures. The next time you hear pizza at the door, remember to look twice and check who's on the other side. Lucas lives in a one-story house at the end of a dead-end street. That Tuesday, he ordered groceries through the app to avoid going to the supermarket after work. At 6:45 p.m., the doorbell rang repeatedly. A muffled voice came over the intercom. "Food package at the door." He frowned. Normally, the delivery person announces the name of the cooperative. Still, he glanced at a security camera and saw a stocky, unshaven man in no uniform holding a cardboard box. The porch light cast jagged shadows across the entrance. Lucas unlocked the door and stepped out carefully, keeping his hand on his waist as if he were reaching for something. "Good afternoon," he said as he bent down to receive the box. "Good afternoon. This is a delivery of vegetables and fruits," the man said. The delivery man stepped too close, letting the box practically touch Lucas's chest. The smell of wilted lettuce mixed with the strong odor of sweat. "Can I come in real quick just to put it in the hallway?" the man asked. "No, leave it there," Lucas replied, taking a step back. The man slammed his fist on the side of the box, making it shake. The deep sound reverberated in the narrow hallway. "It's just for a minute. Do you live alone?" he insisted. His tone carried a curious mix of forced friendliness and veiled threat. Lucas felt his fingers tingle. He remembered the safety instructions, never to open the door completely to strangers. He pointed to the intercom button. "Show your badge on the condominium monitor." The man's face closed. He clenched his jaw, adjusted the box in his arms, and walked slowly to the bottom of the stairs. Silence returned, interrupted only by the buzzing of the intercom. Lucas locked all the internal doors and took the box to the kitchen. Inside there was only a yellowed note. "Thank you for your help." He discarded the note and called the app's support, who confirmed that it was an unregistered delivery person. How many times do we ignore our instinctive alerts for convenience? The real danger lies in those small security flaws that we ignore. The next time you make a delivery, remember to double-check the identity of the person knocking on your door. I lives in a housing complex on a high floor. On Friday, she received a notification about a promotion from a cosmetics brand and, to her surprise, heard the intercom at 7:30 p.m. The device echoed, "Hello, ma'am. We have a special gift for you." She smiled curiously. Through the cameras, she saw an elegant woman dressed in neutral clothes without a company logo. The small box seemed light. The hallway, illuminated by emergency lights, cast a dull glow on the floor. Ana unlocked the door and leaned against the frame. "Good evening," she greeted. "Good evening. I'm from the launch campaign for a new perfume," the woman said as she held out the box. "It's just a free gift." Ana touched the box and felt a strange warmth coming from inside. "Can I come in just to adjust the rest of the gifts?" the visitor asked, leaning over to offer her a slideshow on the tablet. "Sorry, but I won't open the door to anyone without checking," Ana replied, holding the box in her hands. The condominium security token flashed on the monitor. The woman frowned and looked away. Then, in a firm voice, she ordered, "You're being too harsh. There's no need for that." Ana felt a nervousness rise up her spine. She remembered the news about fake gift scams. She carried the box into the apartment and locked the door with 2 locks. Outside, the woman's voice faded. "Okay, ma'am. I hope you like the gift." Footsteps quickly came up the stairs. Ana moved the box to the living room, opened it, and found inside only scraps of newspaper and a note. "I was the one who saw you alone." Her heart raced. She called the doorman. "Is there anyone suspicious in the hallways?" "I walked over the flight of stairs and didn't see anyone, Mom." Ana reviewed the camera footage and saw the visitor stopping on the 7th floor, looking at the doors before going up. At that moment, She installed a reinforcement on the main door and changed the intercom password. How can we judge the good intentions of a stranger? Terror lies in blind trust. Always remember to confirm identity before accepting any gift. Share your story in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell for more scary stories. Until the next video, where the simple gesture of receiving a gift can turn into a nightmare.